Hello everyone, greetings still from Dubai. Today I'm going to talk about how we painted our buildings. Our buildings, after they were plastered, had a greyish finish from the raw concrete, and that was not exactly good looking, and it had the downside that, especially on the inside of the building, it was rather dark because all the light that made it through the windows was absorbed by the walls. So we went for a white paint scheme first to distribute the light inside of the building better, and on the outside to reflect the sunlight and therefore cool it. And we bought two different kinds of paint. First, a water-based paint that we used for the first two layers, a little bit like a primer, so that we have a right surface to apply an oil-based paint as top layer. The advantage of that paint is that since it's oil-based, it's not water-soluble, and when the rain pelts against the walls, it doesn't run down and we have to paint it every other week, but it stays nice and on and seals the walls against moisture from the outside and the inside. The primer has the purpose to give the wall a certain base color upon which the final paint layer can be put. If we would have gone straight for the oil-based paint onto the raw concrete, we would have had to apply a lot of layers to get an even and nice finish. And with the water-based paint that seeps to a certain degree into the wall, we have a lighter tone on which we have to apply only one, maximum two layers of oil-based paint. How that is done is pretty straightforward. We bought the paint, we got the rollers and the brushes. We had help from a somewhat experienced painter who mixed the paint with his arm in a bucket. That is the way it is done in the Gambia. And then he took brushes and rollers and applied the first layer, the second layer, and then the oil-based paint. And now our buildings are nice and white, and the inside is comparatively bright to the positive feedback of pretty much everyone. And next week I'm going to talk about how we put the tiles on our walls in the bathrooms and the floor. See you then.